It's waiting, checking for visibility. And then now there's no one here.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
What's up?
Wow. Hey, Tesla's crazy, man. Hey, shout out to my guy. He's been a great Uber driver. We're getting him 85 stars, man.
I wish, dude.
Yeah.
85. Yeah, this is all the car. Oh, it's getting a little close to the wall. Come on, bud. Wow. Mine looks quite a bit different because I'm an FSD beta tester, so I have the full AI. It can do everything, so it can do this whole trip without me driving. I haven't been driving since I picked you up.
You haven't been. Stop.
No, yeah.
Are you serious?
So it just slowed down for those flashing yellows. That's why it kind of chilled out there.
You're not even touching anything,
No,
are you?
nope. I'm here just in case I need to. It's waiting, checking for visibility, and then now there's no one here.
Crazy. Oh my God.
That is actually crazy.
That is crazy.
So it's all you know. Yeah, I would love to see this. You mind if I record? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Would love to.
It's been doing really good. We'll see. Now it's on the spot, so it might mess up.
So that
Hey,
the big portion of the screen is not.
Holy
like,
shit! It really.
Yeah, but it
Tesla.
needs to jump over. Whoa! Good job.
Oh, it did.
Woo!
Okay.
What?
So right there, that is we're autopilot.
Yeah, I'm
right
not
now.
doing anything. That's all the car. So like, this is all the car here, and I take
Dude,
over as
that's-
quickly as tapping the brakes or grabbing the wheel. It's seamless, and then I can report back to Tesla if it does something weird. But you'll see with this level of the tech, it's got a lot more information. It's targeting in blue, showing that it's actually looking at those vehicles to
I was
wait.
about to say, like, I didn't really see
Even the pedestrians and such.
Yeah. Wow.
God.
And this is all, it's active processing in real time. It's just 8 cameras and it's brain, it's a neural net. So it's not pre-programmed or anything. It just looks and reacts. It's pretty
Bro,
cool.
it's insane.
You can see right now, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
This is all the car.
Neat. Oh wow.
I've got their full city and highway beta software so it can do everything. And I see if
my
it can
God.
actually do the whole trip. Like take you from A to B, and
Wow.
it's like the future of RoboTaxis, you know?
Yeah.
One day the car
Well,
shows
soon-
up and I'm
yeah,
not here.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna be out of a job. Wow.
Well, hence the YouTube content.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Do you
awesome.
control the gas?
Nope.
Wow.
I can actually give it throttle. That's me
Yeah.
pushing. But yeah, that's my way that I can like help nudge it if
Okay.
it gets a little slow at a stop sign, because sometimes it is kind of uncomfortably slow, like waiting to make
Yeah.
sure it's, for safety.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, yeah, I get you being safe, and now you're kind of being paranoid. Let's go.
Right. Yeah.
But that's the reason that, Tesla's got all the customers that are willing to help kind of gather all that info so that they can update and make it better.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because they can see that from hundreds of thousands of users and take all that information and make little tweaks and be like, okay, let's make it like 0.4% faster here or whatever.
Wow.
It's nutty.
Crazy.
Yeah, the car's been driving itself the whole time.
Oh wow, no way!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's how good it's
Oh
getting.
my gosh, I took a class where I programmed an autonomous race car.
What?
So-
Really?
Yeah, so I was like, wow, that's crazy actually riding in something like that.
Oh, that is awesome. Yep,
Oh yeah, you just go if there's no one.
Oh, I know.
You've never done a roundabout?
I'm not driving.
Oh. Oh, what
Yeah.
the? You just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not driving?
Yep. That was all the car.
The car was like, what is this?
Yeah, because it's such a fresh roundabout that it hasn't updated on the maps or
Oh
anything.
really?
But it's vision first, so if it sees something that isn't on the map, it's going to
just
react to
gonna
what it
stop?
sees.
Interesting.
So like, all right, this is new. I know what to do here.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, it's the one driving us right now.
Oh,
Since
what?
I picked you up, yeah.
No way.
Yep. And here we go.
Whoa.
So I just wanted to see if it was going to stop up here, because there should be a stop sign.
Wait,
right
so
here.
are your hands not on the wheel? It's literally
Nope.
automatic driving.
Woo-hoo.
Are you
Okay.
kidding me?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Or no, I'm not kidding. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what the That's crazy.
Yep. And it is getting these hills right
I
here.
didn't
Okay.
know that it could do that.
Yeah, when we take the left on 30th, it'll really stand out.
Well, at least so is it kind of like cruise control where it's like as soon as you grab onto the steering wheel and like move it, it'll just give you control?
Yeah, if I grab the wheel, hit the brake, or flick up on the stock.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
any of
if
those.
you hit the brake, it'll
Yeah, it's like
okay.
any way
so
you would
it's literally
react.
like cruise control. where,
Yeah,
like,
it's like cruise control on steroids for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You'll see the pedestrian walking here on the screen. Like it's literally, it sees everybody.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then we'll carry on through.
Holy shit, bro.
See, it knows to actually wait. It will do a right on red when it's clear. It sees these cars in blue. It's looking at them and like paying attention.
It literally feels like you're driving. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Does it?
Yes. I would. If I would just came in here and ask you any questions, don't think I would have noticed.
Look at this. That almost was an accident.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw that.
And then the system decided to
Wow,
take advantage of it.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm sorry. Let me calm down.
No, hey.
But that is so cool because that was real time.
Yep. Don't calm down. This is crazy.
That is crazy.
And then this is the boring part. But
I don't think in the UK you can do that though.
Are you doing the
no,
speed?
it's regulation issues. No.
Yeah.
No. So it's all driven by the car.
Yep. I can intervene and give it throttle if it starts to get like stuck in any spot. But if I touch the brake or hit the wheel, it actually takes over fully.
Okay.
You hear the chime.
A bit like cruise control.
Yeah, very similar to cruise control in that way.
Yeah.
Can it sense objects? Or
Yeah.
So like if you, I don't know, if it tried to swerve you out the way of something, it would avoid.
It saw the cones just then.
Did it?
All the cones on the side of the road. You
Yep,
can see the cone on there. You can
So
see
it's functioning like we do with vision.
that cone.
It sees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got the full city and highway, so it'll.
Oh my god, no way.
Look at his steering wheel.
It's just figuring out which lane to get into here because it's all shitty. But yeah, I've had this complete autonomy since October of 2021. What are you doing right now?
It's looking at people, it's gathering data.
Well, it's tracking that we're going forward here, which is good, but it's doing a weird, wonky little thing with the wheel right now.
Like it's still turning.
There you go.
It adjusted.
So
Yeah.
Machine learning in progress.
Do you trust it?
I trust me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the important thing I tell everybody.
For a while, so
It's not at a point where you can click it and forget it. With
How
customers.
did you do that? That's crazy.
That was a really good. It said, "Let's go." That was impressive. So it's doing throttle, braking, turning, everything. I'm not doing any of the input. This is not notoriously a great corner. So let's see. Oh, there you go. See, when I talk bad about it, it's like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's driving itself since we left the hotel.
Oh, I thought you were driving.
See if this human's gonna, see it slow down because of that idiot.
That's cool as hell. That it even caught him like starting to pull out.
If I wanted to give input, I just hit the turn stock.
And then it does it when it
Yeah. So
wants to do it.
Those are the 2 points that I can give input without taking over. Is I can give it throttle to help it like push. If it gets a little slow, like I can that's me kicking it there a little bit. But if I touch
otherwise it goes on its own?
Yeah, I haven't touched the pedal since you got in.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But I can choose to, like right now I will. That's me, kind of kicking it. And that can be helpful if I foresee a potential problem. That's the car reacting.
Oh, wow.
And keeping its distance.
Whoa, that's super impressive.
First ride in a Tesla.
Hey, welcome to the future.
Right? Thank you, Elon Musk. You know, like the AI was seeing everything.
Yep. In fact, since I picked you up, it's been autonomous.
Stop playing.
Or actually, that first, once we re-navigated to that right turn, because I didn't want it to go the weird way it was going, it's been self-driving. This blue is what shows you that it's in autonomy.
That's crazy.
So while we're discussing everything and talking about cars, it's been driving itself.
He's not touching the wheel. He's just hovering his head. He's not touching it, man.
I'm here just in case.
Wow.
I don't have to do the throttle, the brake, turn signals.
That's why he said the car has made $150,000.
You caught it. That's why when we were going down into that bridge with those cones, I was like, come on, get over. All it asks me to do is to apply weight to the wheel to show that I'm still here. It's what we in the community call the nag.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're still paying attention, right? There's a little camera up here watching me too from the car. That way, if I'm looking away too long, it'll yell at me and say, hey, pay attention to the road. The whole trip since we left has been autonomous. We've been in self-drive.
Okay, cool. Because I've noticed your hands off the steering wheel.
Yeah, I kind of play around sometimes to see if people will catch on, like right mid-turn, I'll crack my knuckles or something and just whoop.
Because the steering wheel has intrigued me as well. Because
the yoke.
Yeah.
It makes it really obvious when it starts to turn and do its own thing.
Yeah. No, when they're watching your hands off, I'm like, oh, this one's driving as well.
Oh, that's cool. There's such a spectrum of reactions to this technology now, ranging from like OMG to that's
well,
whatever.
there was a guy in the news that got into an accident because he was suing Tesla because he thought that the car could drive. He was playing video games on that thing instead of driving the car.
Yeah.
And instead of monitoring where he was going and what was going on.
There's definitely, I think, a litmus test kind of built into the kind of people that probably shouldn't drive, period.
Exactly.
I'm very brutal about that. Anytime I see somebody abusing the system, like, I would revoke their license.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Oh, so this is cool. I was wondering, I haven't actually let FSD go this far because we're now completely off navigation because of all this construction, and it is not happy. It's like, I see where to go, but I don't like it.
Oh, it does self-driving on corners also?
Oh yeah, my car can do the whole thing.
Is that right? Even little roads like this?
Mm-hmm.
So it's sensing the stripe? Is that what it is? It's a stripe in the road it's sensing?
No, it's just looking like we do.
Huh.
The 8 cameras it has operating the car are essentially just like our eyes and brain looking around. It knows how to treat stop signs, just following our route, and get us all the way to your destination.
But you're accelerating and braking.
Nope.
You're not?
It's all a car.
Come on.
Yep, foot's off the pedals. We'll come to a full stop and then accelerate on our own. It's just watching this guy to see what they're doing.
Unreal. Wow.
It's quite crazy. Yeah.
It really is. Got all the cars next to us I see and everything.
Yep. I can actually, I'm gonna put this on full screen to show everything. And this is literally, again, just cameras. There's no LiDAR extra sensors contributing to this. It's just computer vision, deep learning computer vision. But currently it's still, the liability is on owners. We're required to be in the seat, you know, paying attention. We have to satisfy the monitoring system by touching the wheel every now and then, which apparently is not gonna be the case with 12.4. The steering wheel nag is supposed to be going away, according to Elon Musk. We'll see if that actually happens. It does still have the internal cabin camera up here that's watching me. So if I mess with my phone or if I'm looking away too much, it'll actually beep and say, pay attention to the road.
No way.
And if I get that 3 times, it puts me in what we in the community call autopilot jail, where you have to drive yourself until you park your car.
That is great.
Just trying to keep humans in line because people will get complacent, and abuse it.
Wow.
You'll still get a DUI and everything for being a bad steward to it.
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
Given what I do, I've enjoyed collecting the data and proving out the concept of a, you know, RoboTaxi, as it's been called in different veins. It is doing better here in Florida than it was in California.
Yeah.
Probably because there 70% of my driving was highway, and the highway stuff isn't on that same really smart neural net. Not yet. City street stuff is, and it's a step above. Often better than the crazy humans around us.
Yeah.
Though humans don't really set the bar very high.
Have you seen it, like, wig out or anything? Like, somebody's walking across the street or, you know, something, like, weird happen?
It's been a long time since it's actually wigged out, as I would classify. Early on in the version 10 days, back in 2022, if a person looked like they might be crossing the street, it would hit that brake hard or dodge them. I mean, it's obviously geared up to 1,000 for safety, so if a pedestrian or a cyclist or something is involved, it would be over over-exaggerated.
Bicycle or something, I didn't think about that, yeah.
Yep. Now it's actually got what I would call finesse. You know, when there's a cyclist on the road, it'll gently just sort of go around like we will. With people, it's pretty good at telling if they're actually planning to get in the street or not. It's very rare that that's an issue.
My nephew has a Tesla, and one time he had that thing where the thing drove by itself. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, mine actually is completely autonomous as well.
Oh wow.
Oh, really? Autonomous?
I've got nearly, oh goodness, what, 1,300, 1,400 hours behind the system.
Wow.
And you plug it in to charge it?
Yeah, fortunately I'm able to plug in at home overnight. I don't have the fancy high-powered charger yet. I'd hope to get one soon, but even with like a regular outlet, it's quite nice. My wife never has to go to superchargers, and
that's awesome.
That's nice.
It's pretty cool being able to top off overnight, because I can get from like 60-ish% up to about 85-90% by the next day.
Wow. It's good
and you're saving all that gas and everything.
Oh yeah, exactly. Even the faster pace stuff that's a bit more expensive, what we call supercharging, is let's see, the last time I just did that at the Wawa down the street cost me $8.
Wow.
You might have noticed, as we've been talking, the car's been driving itself, and the low setting and rising sun is usually blaring against the cameras and would cause like a forced takeover. Like it would alarm and turn red and go beep, 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 beep. Like,
oh, because it's messing with the camera.
Yeah, because it's like getting blinded.
This is an absolutely amazing thing. Literally, you are supervising the Uber rides.
Yep.
You're supervising your vehicle. You're getting paid to supervise the vehicle and charge it.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
The car's been driving itself.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can tell it's in its autonomous mode based on, well, it's kind of hiding here, but this little blue steering wheel. And then when the car's moving, you'll see a little blue line. If I take over, it kind of grays out and you hear the chime. So now it's me.
I didn't even realize that.
It's good enough now that it's essentially blends in pretty seamlessly, unless I bring it up. But yeah, you'll see it in action here when we turn. It even sees the people walking by.
Yeah, the people. That's the part that's dope.
Yeah, and it's all just camera based. You know, it's like us, just eyes and a brain, and it does its thing.
So I was wondering, how long did it take you before you felt like enough faith in the car to kind of like handle itself on the road?
It was kind of a joint bonding experience in a way. Like I got this system, the full self-driving beta, as it was called back then, in 2021 with version 10.2.
Gotcha.
And it was compared to this, not great.
Gotcha.
At the time, state of the art. But so it was probably 2 months. Roughly 2 months of me exclusively using it with myself before I was ever comfortable with using it with other people.
Oh, I see.
Because by then I got to know it enough. I've often equated it to like when you have a friend or family member you know quite well and you know their moods, their tics, like what they're like. It's kind of the same thing. You know, I learned the little signs that make me go, okay, you're losing confidence. Or I also, just because of how much I drove in areas all the time, I was like, okay, I know that like this turn you usually mess up.
Right.
So I'm gonna be ready to take over here. You know, I had to gain that sort of knowledge base.
I see.
Before I'd be willing to use it with customers. And now I'm like Spock mind melded to the thing. I know it very well to the point where if anything new does happen, kind of like a mechanic that can pick weird sounds out in cars to diagnose problems, I can kind of do that in a weird sort of driver's ed way with the car as my student.
I said, sorry, cuz. Child, boo.
Huh?
His wheel man, that's nice, ain't it? Bad behind ride right here. Like that shit.
The temperature feel okay?
Yeah, turn right there. This is a dead end.
Oh, I know.
Really nice, and I like to have them. Oh, shit, it's driving itself?
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh, no.
I'm on the next side. I can't see nothing.
No thought.
Yep.
I thought he had his hand on the wheel. It's driving. Oh, he's just sitting there. Make sure it don't be out of control, right?
You got it. Yep.
He trusted number 100.
I'm basically a safety driver.
Okay.
Oh, you're going a different way. Okay.
I never say you
Interesting.
finna go in front of that car and get an accident. God damn it.
No, it's just interesting that the navigation was actually telling us to go in through up here, and the car decided, nah, I'm gonna go this way instead.
It's right here. Wow.
That's pretty good.
So it's still driving?
I just took over just to get you up to the front, but it got us all the way in here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any chance? Is this one of those self-driving ones?
Yeah.
So you are basically on the side working for Tesla? That's a Tesla or something?
Yes, sir.
Not working for Tesla, but same idea. No, there's probably about 1 million of us that are testing the software on our own. Tesla gets the data from us, but we're not paid by Tesla. In fact, you could say we pay to do it because we pay for the software.
Dang. So it's more of a hobby.
Yeah.
Passion.
Yep. Kind of a collective passion that helps them progress, make it better and better. It is really good, but especially when you factor in just the chaos of all the humans around you too.
Right.
With the way they drive, people cut you off, or random kind of weird edge cases with construction. Like, there's a lot of things that need to be edged out before you can, click it and forget it. Autopilot basically was limited to the highway.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it's still. They have called it enhanced autopilot or FSD for many years, but this full city and highway integrated, it can navigate you around, that is what really started to show itself in 2021. There were some YouTubers and employees with Tesla that had it before that, but that was less than 1,000 people.
How many years do you think still for you to start watching a movie and forget about it?
That really depends on the red tape and where Tesla plans to start actually putting the vehicles out. So it was announced that they're going to start unsupervised FSD in Austin, Texas in June of this year.
Oh, absolutely.
And what they're doing is something similar to Waymo. So if you're not familiar, Waymo would basically operate in certain regions, and then they would start to expand as it was proven out. And they're basically starting that, I think, in Austin, Texas, and I think maybe in San Francisco. I hope they start in Florida as well, because it's already doing incredibly well in Florida. So they could probably pick like a region in Tampa or Orlando to focus it.
Austin, Texas is a lot of growth there.
Oh yeah,
heavy. One of the
same with San Francisco.
Highest population.
What is Waymo?
Oh yeah.
What is Waymo?
Waymo is another self-driving company. They're actually more famous right now just because you can actually get in their cars with no driver. And they're usually like a Jaguar I-Pace or something. They have all the radars on them. Right. They're coming to Florida next year in Miami, which I'm excited about, because my cameras are actually, because I have a YouTube channel that follows this from a more scientific standpoint. And once Waymo comes to Miami, I plan to make content comparing the two technologies. But they're basically, there was a few that were trying to tackle this. Chevrolet, or GM, I should say, had a company called Cruise. They actually had all their licenses revoked because they were involved in a fatal accident with a pedestrian a year or two ago. And they had all of their stuff revoked. Waymo's still operating. They're kind of pioneering self-driving and regulatory stuff.
It's still a software, right?
Yes, yeah.
Automotive manufacturers might not use.
Yeah, I know that several companies are working on their own, what you would really just classify as adaptive cruise control for the most part. Nothing really to this degree aside from Waymo exists. And it looks like it is kind of getting us all the way there, which is good. Is it this building up here?
Yes.
Cool. So that's first one I would say is a success. That's how fast I can take over, because now I'm driving it just to kind of get us over here.
You can just park it here for a moment.
Okay.
Bye-bye if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem.